What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about today's Star Wars update in Fortnite. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of today's update. We're going to start off with the Star Wars items because obviously this is the main content added today. The first is going to be a new item, the Wookiee Bowcaster. This is Chewbacca's crossbow, and this is actually a charged weapon. You can hold the shoot button down and you will charge this weapon up, and if you fully charge it, it will deal extra damage and be explosive. Even uncharged though, the damage on this weapon is quite good at 55 body damage uncharged and 110 headshot damage when uncharged. The charged splash damage is 66, so if you just hit near the opponent and hit them with the explosive, that is how much damage it will do. If you fully charge the weapon and hit an opponent in the body, it will deal 132 damage. And if you fully charge the Wookiee Bowcaster and get a headshot, you will do 198 damage to the opponent. This weapon is going to be very good in zero build, I think. It's really good at getting people out from behind cover. You can make plays with shockwaves, like shockwave up, charge the weapon, and then shoot it down on the opponent as you travel to them, get that easy splash damage. If you hit them, even better, you can land on them with a shotgun and start hitting shots. And you can also deal explosive damage through cars if you hit close enough on the car to where the opponent is. If they're in like a G-Wagon in the driver's seat and you hit like the back right, you're probably not going to do splash damage, but if you hit near where the person is in the car, you can deal splash damage to them with a fully charged Wookiee Bowcaster shot. And this is a projectile weapon. We'll talk more about that in a bit. The next weapon we have is the E11, which is a returning weapon. This is one of the worst weapons ever in Fortnite, in my opinion. It deals 30 damage, 38 headshot damage, and it has a 4.75 fire rate. And it is a bloom-based weapon, so it has spread, but no first shot accuracy. And that makes it just really inconvenient to use. This also has bullet travel time now. Again, we'll get to that in a second. I think this is one of the worst weapons ever in the game, like I said, and it's kind of been a meme in the Fortnite community pretty much ever since this weapon was first added in like 2019, I think, that it's so inaccurate because the stormtroopers in the movies didn't hit any shots either, and that's kind of like a meme in the Star Wars community. So I wouldn't recommend really using the E11. Maybe very up close, it's more viable, but even then, I think it would be one of the worst close range weapons in the game. Like if you're comparing it to the Ranger pistol, the Thunderburst SMG, the Harbinger SMG, even the Warforged AR up close, I would much rather have over this weapon. So I think the Wookiee Bowcaster, very good. The 11, not so much. And both of these weapons are projectile, but they have no bullet drop. So I feel like I'll have a image on screen now from Osiren that kind of explains that. One thing that I feel like the Fortnite community kind of mixes up with projectile versus hit scan is they say the weapon has bullet drop in terms of meaning it has bullet travel time, but those are two different stats. Like how much the bullet drops is different from how fast it travels. And so these weapons have no bullet drop. They'll fly straight indefinitely, but they do have relatively slow bullet travel speed. At 1/4 the speed of the ARs currently in the game. So the bullet travel speed on them is not great. That's another just knock against the E11. On the Wookiee Bowcaster, it wasn't the biggest deal to me, but just know it will take some time to travel to the opponent, but it will travel very straight. Again, I think that's like kind of confusing for some people to wrap their head around because they think of projectile as meaning a lot of bullet drop and travel time, but like those are two different variables that can be adjusted kind of independently. The final weapon we have as of this update is going to be Darth Vader's lightsaber. You can get this from defeating Darth Vader. I'm not sure if he moves around on the map, but when you're in the battle bus, you can kind of see a red light marking where his ship is. For me, the spot I've seen him most is going to be this northern island where Solid Snake used to be. Not sure if he spawns here every time or if this is just, it just happened to be that that's where he was every time I was looking for him. But this is the only lightsaber in the game currently. The force abilities from last year did not return. So last year we had like force push, the rocks, and then something else. And then these weapons had better sprint and double jump. Those are not in the game. Only the Darth Vader lightsaber is. You can block bullets, but the main kind of effect of the Darth Vader lightsaber is that you can throw it. So if you're holding the block button, which is going to be your aim down sight button, and then you hit your attack button, they will throw the lightsaber, making it a bit of a ranged weapon. And it does 60 damage if you hit somebody with the thrown lightsaber. It's okay. I don't think it's very good. I was never really a fan of the lightsabers in the game. I never really thought the block was that good either, but somebody in my Twitch chat today said they thought the block would be good because the Gatekeeper shotgun has such a limited ammo capacity. So if you block and make them waste 2 of their shotgun shots, that definitely could be useful in a fight for you. So that might be something to use this weapon for, but overall, it's not very good in my opinion, and it's the only one on the map. The only lightsaber is going to be attained from defeating Darth Vader, and that's it. You can also rescue Chewbacca. There are several kind of like stormtrooper outposts on the map, and if you eliminate the 2 stormtroopers and you go to the one that Chewbacca's at, there'll be like a blue kind of like smoke coming from it. That's the one that marks where Chewbacca is. He does move from game to game, but there's several Star Wars outposts on the map, and these Star Wars outposts are there every match. Even if Chewbacca doesn't spawn there, you can go to the outpost and eliminate the stormtroopers. But Chewbacca will only spawn at 1, and the one Chewbacca spawns at is the one with the blue smoke. And when you clear this area, if you go to the one Chewbacca's at, he will drop you a Wookiee Bowcaster, and he will become a hired NPC for free. He also has a Wookiee Bowcaster, and he does function as a supply NPC, so he'll give you ammo, heals, probably shockwaves as well. The reason why I brought up that there's several outposts is because even if you go to one that Chewbacca isn't at, there will be stormtroopers that you can eliminate who will drop E11s. And there will also be Star Wars chests there that you can open up to obtain either the Wookiee Bowcaster, the 11, and some heals. But the Wookiee Bowcaster and the 11 are just in the regular loot pool. You can find them at floor loot at any POI. But if you want like a guaranteed chance to get them, then traveling to one of these Star Wars outposts that is around the map could be the play for you to make. This update was the end of the Avatar collab event. So the airbending, the earthbending, and the firebending mythics were all vaulted. The waterbending mythic is still in the game though. A lot of people were kind of confused on this, and I kind of said that I thought this would maybe be the case. If you guys remember, the waterbender mythic came in a few weeks before the actual Avatar event. So the event mythics were vaulted, but the waterbending is still in the game. Also, EMP grenades and Clinger grenades were vaulted in this update, so you can no longer find those items. And the God items have been re-added to the loot pool. So the Hades chains, the Wings of Icarus, and the Zeus lightning bolt are back in the loot pool. For some reason, though, they aren't back in the God chest loot pool, and I still was getting 2 weapons out of God chests, which is great in my opinion. I really liked them dropping 2 weapons instead of a weapon and a God item. But I don't know if this is something that Fortnite will change in a few days, and I assume it's a mistake, and that God chests will go back to being 1 item and 1 God item since those items are back in the game. But as of now, or as of the time I'm recording this, they still are dropping 2 weapons, which is good. Finally, we have some NPCs that were added in today's update. The Spirit Hunter Seiken is at Rebel's Roost, and she sells a purple Gatekeeper shotgun and a purple hand cannon. The Dummy is at the gas station where Jules used to be, west of Lavish Lair, and he sells shockwaves and a purple Thunderburst. The Lavendra NPC is at Classy Courts, and she sells a purple Reaper sniper rifle and shield bubbles. And then the Anwar NPC is at the junk area, kind of near Reckless Railway, and he sells a purple tactical AR and Chug Splash, which could be very helpful if you're in that area and are desperate for some heals. The other NPCs I think are great as well. Like Guaranteed Sniper at Classy is nice. Shockwaves at that gas station are nice. And then if you like landing Rebel's Roost, being able to get a purple Gatekeeper, the Scanner NPC is nearby, and the Dummy NPC is nearby for guaranteed shockwaves. That might be one of the better landing spots in the game right now because you can guarantee a purple Gatekeeper, guarantee a sniper, have a Scanner NPC, and have shockwaves all guaranteed. I think that's kind of crazy. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys found it helpful, informative, interesting, remember to give it a like. Subscribe if you like some more. Comment down below what you think of the Star Wars update. I think the Wookiee Bowcaster is very good. When I was playing today, I was kind of using that in place of a sniper in my loadout, and it worked quite well. Not sure if that's going to be what I continue to do, but I think the weapon is really good, and it's really good for making shockwave plays on opponents. Also, the Airbender mythic being vaulted and the Wing of Icarus back in the loot pool made for some really easy eliminations on people who thought they were getting away. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to let some gameplay play out that I got on stream today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Pretty sure that gold gatekeeper had speed mag. OPM builds? I'm not sure. I haven't played builds at all this season. But I think it'd be more annoying in zero build. Because it can hit through cars. And hit around cover and stuff. The medallion was the Zeus one. I didn't want it. I don't like the Zeus one. I mess up my shockwaves a lot when I have it. That NPC, yes, that NPC's new. Whoever told me earlier there was shockwaves at the gas station now, I appreciate you. I think it was Random Geek, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I wouldn't have known that that NPC there sold shocks if it wasn't for chat telling me earlier. That doesn't hit. What is going on? My character's tripping on air. GG's. That was Anakin, right? The Force was not with him. It's like perfect for that. Two people just... Final two people standing on each other, shotgunning each other. EMP them. Get down. GG's.